We haven't even gotten to the worst part of the storm, not even close, and there are already multiple power outages in Texas. There's some in the Panhandle, there's some around Waco, there's some around Abilene. Um, it's not even bad yet, and it's already starting. So you guys, looks like the Texas grid is going to be under a lot of strain, and we don't even have the ice freezing to bring the electric poles down. The good news is there are places in most cities that have emergency shelters. We live in a really, really small town, and my sweet husband made sure there's a homeless couple that comes around and we help feed and such. And so they are up in a hotel and will be for the duration of the storm. You watch out for each other, guys, because we could be in for a long weekend. Go love your neighbor.
If these solar flares continue to get stronger, there could be a total blackout. Like the power grid could fully shut down, no power, no electricity at all. And I understand, like, looking up in the sky and seeing the aurora borealis is really pretty. I get that. But that's just an indicator of these solar flares becoming more and more intense. And if they're going to continue to get stronger, which I just believe is the pattern that I'm seeing as of right now, then there could be a total blackout. And the power grid could just go down, and that could be that. Because then at that point, what really happens? I feel like immediately it would just cause panic and mania. Everyone at that point, I believe, would just be going crazy, because if there's no access to the internet and there's no power in people's homes and everything like that, like, that's just going to immediately cause some problems. So, yeah, again, I think the aurora borealis is really pretty, but I just don't know how cute it's going to be if the power grid goes down, especially because of the current administration that we have in the White House and what they've been doing this whole entire presidency so far. And just imagine if the power grid goes down and there's no electricity and no nothing. Imagine what that administration would then try to do to the people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can just see that becoming something really, really diabolical, where basically now the military has to be out, or National Guard has to be out. You know what I mean? Or they start doing ice raids in the middle of the night because there's no power and the power grid is down, and they go after certain people. Like, that's just what I'm thinking. I'm also not trying to fearmonger, but I'm just realizing that if there are solar flares that continue to get stronger, there is the possibility of the power grid going down. No electricity, no nothing. And that is not the vibe. That's not what I want to experience, honestly. No.
Y'all, there's supposed to be a huge snowstorm, winter storm, whatever storm here in Texas. The grid is supposed to fall, okay? Pipes are supposed to burst, and I am panicking. I'm from New York. A little bit of freezing weather doesn't stop anything. But here in Texas, everybody's panicking. And I'm looking left and right like, wait, I think I should be panicking too. So here I am at the store trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to need in this house for the next 3 days, right? And I ordered a bunch of flashlights, candles, coolers. I don't know. Like, I'm probably not going to use half of this stuff, but it's better to have than to need it and not have it, right? I'm glad I found the kids' milk, because they literally are always out. There is like zero water, none at all. So at every grocery store I've gone to, all the cashiers have told me, stay warm, stay safe. And I'm like, yo, the temperature's only dropping to 22 degrees. You guys sound crazy. Like, am I missing something? Or are y'all just extra? Because, like, what the heck?
You guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Adiva, in case I just my face for the first time. I hope you guys are doing very good, family. I know you guys have seen a lot of people, talking about the winter storm that's happening in America, Texas and other places, right? And the funny part of it is that this storm is actually, happening, and people don't have power. Like, there's total blackout. And you know what that means? that is very cold. Like everywhere is cold, and a lot of people. I think I've seen a couple of videos where people are saying, "Oh, thousands of people have lost their life under this few days or a week winter storm that just started happening." And I think it's actually crucial because if when the government knows something like this is going to happen, they're supposed to not joke with the power, right? Because that's the only thing that can keep people warm, especially when this cold period. So let me know what you think about this winter storm happening in Texas and other places in America, okay? And I'll come back with more commentaries, family. Don't go anywhere, stay with me.
I take back what I said about it not being that bad, the weather in Texas. It's not even 5 o'clock on Friday. And the weather's not even bad yet. It's just raining. And it's 44 degrees. And we've already lost power. Like, if this is just like the beginning of it, I think we're in for a long weekend.
Just have to come and tell y'all. I don't know if y'all paying attention to the weather, but baby, they saying the weather's going to be bad this weekend. Now, let me tell y'all notice what, as of today, if y'all paid attention to the weather, we've been having an overcast all day today. If you pay attention to the weather, you'll know what's there to come the next few days. Now, they saying it's supposed to be a lot of rain. Now, Texas is where it's really going to be bad. They say the southern area, the southern states is going to get it bad. But Texas, they say bad. This is going to be worse than it was in 2021. Y'all remember when the people lost power, everything, people was in hotels, people was losing it. So you can only imagine how it's going to be this time. And let me tell y'all like this. If y'all plan on leaving y'all houses, leave. Y'all probably need to be leaving like today or by tomorrow for sure. The doctors are saying that this is going to be so serious. This is going to be catastrophic. If you try to go outside, the weather could be that deadly. You could be dead just that instantly. So I don't know, y'all need to go to the stores, fill your cars up. I don't care how many vehicles you have, truck, cars, fill them up. Get you a lot of case of water. Get y'all some portable heaters, flashlights, candles, whatever it is that y'all need. Get it, please. They saying that this is gonna be bad. Y'all seen how the weather was in Russia, right? So the polar blast, Arctic blast is on its way down, y'all. It's moving. But y'all let me know in the comments. But y'all pay attention to how the weather was today. And quiet before the storm. Okay? Y'all, I'm gonna call y'all back on FaceTime. Pick up the phone. And this is for entertainment purpose. I'm only here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes only. Y'all like, share, comment, and repost. And I'm gonna call y'all back. Bye.
We have some major breaking news out of Greenland where there has been a massive power outage to the point where they are requiring people to maybe come into the police station if they need to call them, they're saying. This apparently is being investigated. They're saying it was a mistake or a bug of some kind. This is coming from the Greenland police. And again, this is a massive power outage that is affecting a widespread area in Nuuk, which is the capital city of Greenland. So that has a population of about 20,000 people, which might seem small, but is the biggest city. According to some reports, this is affecting the entire country of Greenland, that they've been, quote, plunged into darkness. Here is one person's unsubstantiated report. And while the United States has been talking about attacking Greenland, there is no reason to suspect foul play at this point, although, of course, anything is possible. This is very dangerous because they use electricity to generate heats for their home.
Bro, Texas might have the most dramatic people in the world. Why do I say that? Try to go buy some eggs if you're in Texas right now. Try to go get some toilet paper. You can't. Why? Because they heard we gonna get an inch of snow. Yes, that's right. Maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a micro penis of snow. And they just bought everything out. Bro, I'm from like up north, and like snow, like, bro, we had 8 inches of snow. We at school. I seen a picture in Russia, and a 7-story building was like halfway covered. And they walking outside out their window, going to work. And we got an inch of snow, and everybody just buys the store out and shuts everything down. Y'all dramatic, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like Texas, but y'all are dramatic.
They definitely overhyped this storm because they said it was supposed to start at 6, supposed to start snowing. Baby, it's still out there raining. That's it. And it's like a light little rain. It's just cold. It is cold out there. But yeah, ain't no snow. It ain't snowing at all. Y'all done stocked up on all this food for nothing, honey.
So this is Texas right now. It's snowing in Texas. And it's so cold. I mean, I think the temperature is like, it feels like minus 10 degrees Celsius, which is not normal. You can see there's ice. So it's kind of the dangerous snow, the one where if you're driving over here, might not be very safe. But it is cold, guys. And if you thought that coming to Texas would mean no snow, well, you're wrong. Here's the snow in Texas. But the beautiful thing about Texas is the snow only comes like once a year, once or twice a year. So look at that, there's water underneath there, all iced up. But yeah, welcome to Texas.
The largest solar storm in 20 years with a major winter storm. Like, both of these things happening at the same time literally just equals grid failure. It equals the power going out, power loss, no electricity running at all. That's literally what that means, in my opinion. Like, what do you mean that there is a major winter storm that's about to affect a lot of the country? Like, literally half of the country is about to be affected by this major winter storm. And then we're also being hit with solar flares and coronal mass ejections to the point where now we are experiencing the largest solar storm in 20 years. So we have a geomagnetic storm or a solar storm happening at the same time that there is about to be a major winter storm. And both of these things literally affect power. So I feel like there is most definitely about to be power outages in large numbers. I'm just assuming that because both of these events separately can affect the power grid, can cause power loss, can cause grid failure, can cause no electricity to be running, right? But then you add them both together and then they are both the most extreme versions of whatever they are. They're calling this major winter storm historic. And then this is the largest solar storm we've had in 20 years. Both of those things affect power. Both of those things come with power outages. So the fact that there's going to be both at the same time, I just feel like that is literally a recipe for the grid to fail. In some places, maybe not everywhere, but I know that somewhere people will be going without power. Because literally both of these two different types of storms are known to have an effect on power and cause power outages and affect electricity. So imagine both of them at the same time, and then it's just the most extreme version and the strongest version of those storms. That is insane to me. So I just feel like the grid may fail. I don't know, but it's looking like that to me.
Do you remember the Texas ice storm of 2021? I mean, I'm sure many of us can't really forget it. I've been seeing a lot of comments, people saying, oh, this weekend winter storm is going to be just as bad as the ice storm in 2021. Well, I did some comparisons and I think there's some key differences that people are missing. The first difference is in our lowest temperature. Now, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be very, very cold, but the lowest temperature that we are going to be getting, I really expect it to come going into Monday morning. We'll see low temperatures drop off into the lower teens and even some of us in the single digits. But y'all, in 2021, those temperatures, our lowest low temperatures were below zero. Below zero. Now, obviously, we don't know how much snow is going to fall with the system coming on the weekend, but there's some preliminary data out there that shows, okay, we'll be getting a decent amount, and I'll talk about that more in another video. But in comparison to 2021, where we had over 5 inches of snow, yeah, that's a big comparison too. So I'm interested to see where we'll land close to that. And obviously the biggest difference between these two events is right now we're forecasting about 89 hours below freezing, which I'm not saying that that's not anything. I mean, that's life-threatening and very, very dangerous conditions, extreme cold that we are expecting. If we are going to compare it to the 2021 situation in the event, we spent 93 hours below freezing. Then we had a brief warm up above freezing, still very cold.
and then another 139 hours added on to that of hours below freezing. I mean, yeah. So maybe you care, maybe you don't care, but there are some pretty distinct differences between what we're expecting this weekend and that anomalous event that happened in 2021 that I'm sure we all will never forget.
Bro, Dasani is so trash to the fact that people will go thirsty in a winter storm to drink that shit. Like, all the aisles is cleared fully, but that Dasani is still there. Nobody's trying to drink that salty ass water. If you drink that shit, you need help. You better off drinking fucking lake water or pond water than Dasani, but that shit is trash.
Good evening. Real quick, why the fuck y'all acting like that? No. Why the fuck are y'all acting like that? Why y'all being so scary? Like this is the first storm to ever exist ever in history. Is everything okay at all? First of all, to my understanding, I thought they said the storm was supposed to start tonight on Saturday. Here I am checking my motherfucking weather app now. It's not starting until 7 a.m. on Sunday. Because I done stuck my head out the window and it ain't shit going on. Ain't shit popping. Talk about a fucking storm. I'm watching y'all in the grocery store acting like rabid fucking dogs, wild animals. Why are you buying up all the paper towels, all the food? Why? I just watched you walk out the supermarket with a case of toilet paper, 24-pack. What's the matter with you? Every time they make this big ass commotion about a storm, it never equates to that. It is gonna be a fucking drizzle, a splash, a sprinkle. It's not giving no fucking storm. Unless the snow is coming like this, I'm unbothered. Not fazed at all. Do y'all remember the blizzard of 2006? I'm talking you couldn't go anywhere because you didn't have a choice. 20 feet of snow blocking the building door. You can't leave. You can't. If it's not giving this, shut the fuck up talking to me. Like.
Okay, so I'm from California, so just, bear with me while I explain this. But a lot of people are like, why is Houston tripping off of 1 inch of snow? It's not the 1 inch of snow. It's the fact that a lot of our pipes, a lot of our electrical wires are built outside of the home instead of inside of the home because we're not typically a state that gets snow. So therefore, that causes power outages and then freezing temperatures. Without power, there's no heat. Without heat, that causes hypothermia even in your home, okay? That is the reason why Houston is panicking. I hope that I explained that well, but yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm doing the best I can. I have some leftover snow stuff from my ski trip, so let's go.
Do any other Californians feel extremely left out right now? Like, the entire country is bracing and experiencing this huge snowstorm, and we don't get to be a part of it. Like, I'm seeing all the chatter online, all the memes, and I'm like, I feel left out. I mean, it's like, 65 today? We don't get to experience it. And it's like, wow, we're in our own little world.
Stop scrolling. Experts are saying that this storm could kill people in their own homes. We need to pray for people and against that. As I said in my other video, Yeshua talked about this, and we'll get to that in a second. As many of you know, the United States of America is currently undergoing one of the worst winter storms potentially that she's had in a while. Daily Mail reported historic winter storm is so dangerous it could kill Americans sheltering inside their homes. Experts warn. The Guardian reported Winter Storm Fern live updates. Nearly 85,000 homes and businesses without power and more than 11,000 flights canceled. Winter Storm System brings emergency declarations as snow and ice create unsafe driving conditions and power shortages. There's a lot of people laughing saying that this isn't serious. 85,000 homes and businesses without power is serious. People's lives are in danger. And I see people laughing in the comments. It makes me angry. 140 million Americans under warnings for massive winter storm. It's snow, sleet, and power outages. Dangerous weather engulfing large area of country as 16 states plus DC declare states of emergency. North Texas power outages. Thousands are without power Saturday afternoon. This is what the news has to say about it, and then I'm going to go on to what Yeshua said.
Temperatures plunging for millions of Americans across the country. Going to get worse, actually, over the next 24 to 48 hours. We're just at the very beginning of this winter storm, potentially catastrophic in certain areas. So we have to be very careful and follow the direction of what's going on the ground near you. It could be the worst storm in more than 50 years.
If you have family in the areas, you need to call them. Many people know that Jesus spoke Aramaic, not Arabic, but Aramaic. And when you look in the Aramaic translation of scripture, the Lamsa, he talks about the winters being severe. Earthquakes, famines, all these things. The key thing is birth pains. It's not these things happening in and of themselves. That's always happened. But it's when you see all these things happening at such an intensity at a historical level together. Last year we had once in 1,000 year, like 3 to 4 things happening in 1 week. That's birth pains. We are truly living in prophetic times. If you don't know the Lord, get to know him. If you want to stay updated with Bible prophecy, hit the follow button below and send this to friends and family that you think need to hear it. The deadline's about 4 to 5 days away, January 29th. Start your 2026 off right, learning how to defend the faith against atheists, Muslims, Black Hebrew Israelites, and more. We're also going to be teaching about Bible prophecy and AI's potential role in the beast system, and how AI can be used by God to spread the gospel. Growing a social media following for the sake of the gospel. I've grown several to 100K plus, so I'm going to share those tips with you and more. To sign up, click the Eventbrite link in my bio or my story. It's a pre-recorded 3-day class, so if you work, you can watch anytime you want. There's also a 30-minute live Q&A, first come, first serve. Now, if you're joining from TikTok, click the Eventbrite link in my bio. Same place on YouTube or in the description box. Bring a notebook, it'll be a lot of information.
I haven't been outside at all. I have just been enjoying the heat of the home. Amen. But I'm about to, because I need to make a trip. Okay, I gotta see. I gotta put me first. But I'm gonna see right how cold it is. People tripping, bro. People tripping. What the thing about Texas, I spent my formative years in Cincinnati, Ohio, okay? When I went to Cincinnati as a youth, when my family moved there from Texas, that's the first time I ever experienced snow, and that was also the first time I ever experienced snow days. This is nothing. I really could be out here in shorts. I really could. I won't though, but yeah, this ain't nothing. Like, y'all tripping. Everybody's scared. Everybody, shut up. Y'all do not know cold. You haven't. Texans, count your blessings, because this is nothing. I'm cool. Let me not jinx it.
I just want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life, for keeping my family safe in this snowstorm that's going on in Georgia right now. It's so much ice, it's so much snow, the temperatures are extremely low, and I just want to thank the man upstairs for keeping my family safe during this tragic and record-setting snowstorm that's happening in Atlanta, Georgia right now. So everybody be safe. Make sure you stay off the roads. Make sure you have power, your generators are working, because this snowstorm is crazy right now.
Hey, man. Y'all make sure y'all get out here and be intentional today. It's goddamn Friday or goddamn the day before the goddamn the ice storm is coming. So if you see a bad bitch out in the wilderness today, you know, in the wild and shit, you know, while you out here on the prowl and shit, just walk up to her and be like, you know what? You got you a snow buddy yet? Just ask her. Do you got you a snow buddy yet? Because I ain't got one. Just ask her. But y'all have a good day today, you feel me?
All right, y'all, the snow have landed in Texas, y'all. We got some snow this year. Now, what I will say, don't underestimate the Texas weather. If you stay in Texas or if you're from Texas, you know Texas got the most bipolar weather in the world. Right now, it's snowing. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The snow just started picking up soon as I started making this video. Y'all can't see it, but it's dropping heavy right now. Let me see, can y'all hear it? I know what y'all thinking. Man, ain't no snow. We get a lot of snow in Chicago and New York. Listen, we in Texas. We ain't talking about y'all. We know that already. We don't normally get this shit in Texas like that. What y'all fail to realize about Texas is it's snowing right now. 30 minutes later, it could be 100 degrees. I'm telling y'all now, don't go outside y'all house thinking, oh, this snow ain't nothing. It ain't high. It ain't nothing. I can go drive here, drive there. I'm finna go get in my car and go. I'm telling you now, anything possible in Texas. It might be 1 inch now, but you get down the street, goddamn, it's gonna be 5. And whoever controlling the weather in Texas, I promise you, they have no feelings but nobody. They're a lonely bitch. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them ones where I looked out the window this morning. I said, oh, there ain't no snow. This ain't nothing. They lied on the forecast. Like they lying. But as of right now, I am outside looking at this shit drop heavily. Like it's dropping. I'll say in the next hour or two, yeah, we gonna have a lot of snow. Based off what I'm seeing right now. It's snowing so hard right now, it look cloudy outside. Don't underestimate the Texas weather. Texas weather is bipolar, I'm telling y'all.
Y'all, Texas is staring down one of the worst winter storms of the year, and everybody can feel it. Grocery stores are getting wiped out, shelves are empty, people are panic buying water, heaters, and canned food because no one trusts the power grid to hold up. People are posting empty aisles, sold out generators, and checkout lines wrapped around the store. All because Texans know once the lights go out, help doesn't come fast. Parents are calculating how long food will last, workers are being told to figure it out, and seniors are praying the heat stays on through the night. And while families are choosing between groceries and emergency supplies, Ted Cruz is on a plane leaving the state again. Every single time Texas faces a weather emergency, it's the same story. Regular people are bracing for the worst, checking on elderly neighbors, worrying about kids and pets, while our senator disappears the second things get uncomfortable. What really blows my mind is that this keeps happening and somehow gets normalized. When Texans are stocking up just to survive, he's packing a suitcase. That's not leadership, that's abandonment. Because when disaster hits, leadership stays, vacations don't.
So now ERCOT, which is the big grid, the big source of power right here in the Texas area, guys, is starting to fail the Texas people again already. I'm putting this up here right here. This was as of 3 hours ago, this Saturday morning. All we getting is light rain, guys. It's a little cold outside. 47,000 people right now are without power. There's a whole entire apartment complex not far from my location. The whole entire complex lost full power last night, guys. Late last night. And it's just a little bit rain. And now since 2021, since the huge power outage from the major ice storm that happened in 2021, ERCOT fired its CEO because so many people was unalive during that power outage that actually had frozen inside their homes. No heat, no hot water, no nothing. So they unalive. They were unalive. So a new CEO took over ERCOT right here in the Texas area and guaranteed that this would not happen again. And here we are. The snow hasn't even started yet. We only have light rain. I can't make this up. You guys just go to the ERCOT website. Just type it in on Google. Once you exit this video, just go to Google and type in ERCOT. It's going to say Texas Power Outage Maps. Same one right here. You can't make this up. Last night, when I looked at ERCOT map, it was 15,000 that was without power. And so this morning I got up and I decided to, let me go take a gander at this again and see if those 15,000 people regain power back. Not only did they not regain it, but an additional 30 to 40 something thousand people lost power. You guys let me know what you think if y'all guys know what's going on and see this bull crap, man. And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks.
Just as everyone was being told to prepare for the worst, Ted Cruz was spotted boarding a flight out of Texas, heading to a vacation destination. According to the National Weather Service, Texas is about to face one of the most severe winter storms of the year. The storm is expected to begin impacting much of the United States on Friday, with more than 180 million people now at risk. And this is not the first time. Against that backdrop, Ted Cruz was seen at the airport, not inspecting storm preparations, not holding an emergency briefing, but boarding a plane and leaving Texas for a vacation destination. Photos and videos quickly spread online. Public reaction escalated almost immediately. On one side, Texas residents facing possible power outages, water disruptions, and icy roads. On the other, a U.S. senator choosing to leave before the storm arrives. The official response was simple. A U.S. senator is not directly responsible for state-level emergency management. When a crisis hits, should a leader be present or not?
Okay, guys, so this is Friday evening. It's almost 10:30 at night, guys. And we are actually embracing for what they are now calling a monster winter storm. This winter storm stretches over 2,000 miles, guys. Do you guys realize how long 2,000 miles is? And then they say that the storm system has actually slowed down. And what that means is when a storm system slows down, that means it's going to be taking its time as it travels over 40 states, guys, affecting more than 240 million plus people. This is wild. Some parts of Dallas, Texas, now I'm in Houston, Texas. Some parts of Dallas, Texas is right now experiencing power outage, guys. Over 1,500 people has already lost power in Dallas, Texas, and the storm hasn't even started. So what do you guys think is going to happen now? The storm hasn't even took full effect until Saturday going into Sunday, and 1,500 plus people are already without power. Now, I've heard of the forecasters call it a storm, a catastrophic storm, a category 1, 2, or this storm, but I've never in my whole entire 55 years on this earth heard meteorologists address a storm as a monster storm. This right here is a monster, guys. 2,000 miles long. Listen, this is the time, man, that we need to be checking on our loved ones, man. Check on your family, man. Set those differences aside. Skip all that petty stuff that y'all been through. Listen, it's only going to go on for a couple days, but anything could happen to those loved ones in just those 2 or 3 days short span of time where you probably will never see those loved ones again. Check on your loved ones, man, and see what's going on. People are already losing power as I'm doing this TikTok video, man. Stay prayed up and brace yourself for impact because it's coming, man, and there's nothing that's going to stop it. Thank you guys for watching. God bless and be safe. Peace.
So go ahead and buy your groceries now because a potentially catastrophic winter storm is set to hit over 35 states this weekend. In Texas, the entire state is expected to plunge to below freezing temperatures starting Friday. And I feel pretty confident this storm is going to be a particularly bad one. Why? Well, because Ted Cruz is jetting out of the state again. He was photographed on a flight headed for sunny Laguna Beach, California. So if you feel like you're having deja vu, that's because back in 2021, Cruz jetted off to Cancun, Mexico, just as a catastrophic winter storm collapsed Texas's power grid. Now his office confirmed the senator's travel to a local news outlet, but they say it is simply a pre-planned work trip. Okay. And they assure us that he will be back to Texas before the storm is projected to hit. We'll see. Either way, if Cruz heading to the beach in some sort of winter storm groundhog signal, I don't know, I'd get those groceries now.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Hey, beer from up north. Now, I know it ain't a lot. It ain't a lot, but it'll get there. So, if you're on the road, drive safe. If you're not used to driving in the snow, please don't attempt to drive. Keep your kids warm. Keep food in the house. Keep your batteries charged. And I guess enjoy it the best way you can. It ain't too bad, especially from up north. This is like baby snow, but like I said, for the ones who've never seen snow before or struggle to even drive in the rain, keep your ass inside the house. For real.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you find it very interesting, please make sure to like it, support the channel by subscribing to the channel, okay? I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye and stay safe.